Hello all, welcome to Developer Student Club SQU. I'm going to introduce myself to you. My name is Moza. I'm in my fifth year in the university and I study electrical and computer engineering. And I'm honored to be the DSC lead for this year. So in this session, I'm going to discuss with you the different services that Google provides us with. Then I'm going to talk about the Developer Student Club and how was it launched. Then I'm going to tell you about the next steps that you need to do in order to continue joining with us. So let's begin. So the first service that's actually provided by Google is Maharat min Google. Maharat min Google provides to startups or people who want to start a business with the right courses that allow them to enhance their skills and capabilities in improving their business. The second one is Women Tech Makers. Women Tech Makers is a program designed by Google especially for women. It allows women to host events, do workshops, and to learn technology. There are so many success stories that happen because of women tech makers. So many women took full scholarships when joining the women tech makers. So why don't you apply? Apply to join. And the third one is Developer Student Club. So actually the idea of Developer Student Club was actually started before in Europe and in some countries like Indonesia and in India. But for 2019 and 2020, it's the first time that is launched in the Middle East and North Africa. And we're actually so honored to have the club happening here in SQU University. So, what is actually a developer student club? The developer student club is a community of students that are actually trying to solve and to reduce the gap between the theory and the practical in the most trending technologies. So, in this club, we will go through a certain learning process to learn the most recent technologies, and then we're going to apply these technologies from that learning platform to apply them and finding real solutions in real problems uh, by, of course, participating in challengings and things like that. And of course, we are going to host so many workshops and events that will actually provide you with the basis of the different technologies that are trending in these days. So we have different DSC clubs in so many countries around the Middle East and North Africa. So we have 6 DSCs in Morocco, 6 in Tunisia, we have 19 in Egypt, and we have 11 in Oman. So Oman come the second country in the number of DSC clubs in it. So we really need to work hard together, guys. We really need to use this opportunity to help us to improve our knowledge and to help us, of course, improve the society all around us. So let me ask you this question: how many of you want to work in tech after graduation? I know that all of you want to work in such an environment, but do you have all the tools you need to do that? I'm sure that many of you don't have those tools, but after joining the DST lead, after completing all the process we are going to request from you, you will have the tools to participate in such environment, and of course everyone will want to have you because you will prove to yourself, and you're gonna see that you're really strong and that you're capable of learning anything. So DSC bridges the gap between theory and practice for student developers. And our goal is to create impact, to impact students and to empower them to impact their communities through technology. And for the DSC club, Google actually approves the DSC lead once a year. So there will be an application through their Twitter account or through their website. You're going to go through the application to fill the requirements in that application, and then you will go through a series of interviews and you will be approved as a DSC lead. So use this opportunity. Maybe inshallah next year you will be the next lead for the club. So, of course, after having or during the learning process, we will have workshops, projects, and showcases. And we're going to tell you about them through the WhatsApp group that you're actually in. After learning, we will have to participate in the annual solution challenge. It's a challenge provided by Google, and in this challenge, we're going to provide real solutions and real world problems. For example, companies will come and show some real problems that the companies are actually suffer from, and we need to provide them with a solution using these technologies or other technologies that is suitable to solve that problem. It's going to be amazing, guys. So this is actually a very sensitive and motivational story that happened in the DSC in Indonesia. So I really want you to watch it. So let's see.
Apakah bisa berbahasa seorang developer karena website bersama Android developer? Awalnya Hastu bukan merupakan seorang yang percaya diri, namun setelah dia ikut DSC, dia menjadi lebih percaya diri dan lebih tertarik untuk mendalami skill di bidang pemrograman Android. Dalam belajar membuat aplikasi untuk membuat orang yang percaya untuk mencoba percaya. Saya bangga dengan Hastu karena selama Hastu join di DSC, dia memiliki progres yang cukup signifikan. Aku sudah bisa jadi jenazah dari dokteran asal.
So as I said before, we're going to have workshops in 2020 in January, February, and of course March. So stay tuned. So how to begin? So to begin with us, first we need to go through Qwiklab. So what is a Qwiklab? Qwiklabs is a website that provides a real cloud environment that helps developers and students to learn cloud platforms and softwares. It has quests, and it has labs or hands-on labs, and it has tracks. In each quest, there are so many labs or hands-on labs. Once a student finishes all the labs required, the student will complete the quest and will get a badge. To create an account in Qwiklabs, go to Join, fill the requirements. The first name, last name, email. The company name will be the name of the university, SQU. The password confirmation, and confirm that you're not a robot. Then go to create a new account. You will find a message in your email. Go and confirm your email address. And once you finish creating the account, let your mentor know. Then, after understanding what a Qwiklabs is and creating an account in Qwiklabs, we need to get the free month access in order to start learning. So let's see. In order to have the free access, the mentor of your WhatsApp group will send you a link. Let's consider that this is the link that being sent in the WhatsApp group. I'm going to copy it and paste it here. The link will take you to a quest. Then you need to sign in with your Qwiklabs account that you have actually created. Let me sign with mine. After that, enroll in the quest. After you enroll in the quest, go to the first hands-on lab. Once you go on the first hands-on lab, start the lab. You will find Lunch with Access code, and you will find instead of your subscription, you will find 1 credit. So click on this. It will be written there 1 credit. Wait a little bit. Then you will find the lab has just started. Read the lab, try to do some work, but wait for at least 5 minutes. After you wait for at least 5 minutes in the lab, you don't have to complete it. And wait for like 10 minutes. After that, you will find here written monthly subscription. If you reach to this step and you find the monthly subscription in there, then you have actually have the free access for a whole month. So once you finish this step, let your mentor know. So the first thing you need to register in the Qwiklabs, then you need to get the 1 free month by following the instructions, and then you need to start learning. So how to start learning? We're going to focus on 3 important technologies, and we're going to focus on them in 3 tracks. So we have the first track that will be in application development, the second track will be the machine learning, and the third track will be the data science. So let's go in details. So of course you're going to learn offline, but of course we're going to host some events and workshops that will help you to learn online. Any questions, anything that comes in your mind, you can ask us in the WhatsApp group, or you can ask us to meet in some place, of course. So the first track will be the application development. Here's the track, and here are 5 quests in that track. The first quest, second, third, fourth, and a 5th quest. In each quest, you will have 5 labs. Once you finish the 5 labs, you will find the quest and you will get the badge for that quest. So the outcome out of this application development, we want to see you build real applications, and we want to see you build real websites. The second track will be the machine learning. As the previous track, there are 5 requests. In each request, there are 5 labs you need to finish. So let me, for example, open this quest. So this is the quest. You just need to join, of course, to enroll on the quest. Here we have the quests, the first one, the second one, I mean the labs. In the quest we have labs, the first lab, the second lab, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So for example, in this quest we have 7 labs that you need to complete, to be completed, of course. So the first track will start at 5th of January. The second track will start at 5th of February. So before 5th of February, you need to finish the first track, which is the app and web development. After machine learning, we will go, of course, to big data or data science track. There are 5 requests, and we will start them in the 5th of March. So before 5th of March, you need to finish the machine learning track. Now let me help you or teach you how to start the first track. So as I said before, the tracks consist of different quests, and the first track that we're going to study is the app and web development track, and this is the first quest in the track. So I'm here in the first quest. I have signed in, and I want to note you with something. When you solve when you open a quest or try to solve a lab, try to use the incognito mode, because this mode will help you save your privacy. Any browsers, anything you open in this mode will not be saved in your history, and so you will see further that in each quest we will use different users and passwords. And so, in order to help the privacy, in order to not let them saved in the history or in your browser, it's really better to use this mode. If you want to solve a quest, just go to the incognito mode and solve them there. But because I just opened the quest here, I'm going to continue with the explanation here. So I'm going to enroll in the quest. I have enrolled in the first lab in the quest. This is my first lab. And I'm going to start. I will go here, start lab, use subscription. Okay. So first you will find a brief explanation about the lab and what is it about. So in this lab you will learn how to install Google Cloud SDK to a virtual machine, initialize it, and run core Qwiklabs commands from the command line. The Cloud SDK RPM packages are supported for Red Hat Enterprise Level 7 and CentOS 7. Setup and requirements. So before we start any lab, we go to the Open Google Console. We need to enter the user. This is the username for the Gmail account or for the account that we're going to use to have the cloud environment. Here is the password. We need to accept the terms. Confirm. So for each quest, for each lab, you will have a unique username and a unique password. Don't ever use the same username and password for another lab. Each lab has a unique username and a unique password. So in each lab, you need to change the username and you need to change the password. You cannot use two labs with the same username and password or your account will be blocked. Please be noted that you need a unique username and password for each lab to be sold. Okay, here we go. So this is the dashboard. Here is my information, the project information. That's why we cannot, I agree, and we agree and continue. So here are all the instructions to start the lab. So for example, we need to start the Cloud Shell. Here is the cloud, activate Cloud Shell. You will have it here. We go continue. And here is the Cloud Shell. So it's a Cloud Shell. A Cloud Shell is a terminal. In this terminal, we write codes, and those codes are instructions. So, for example, here, it takes a few moments to provision and connect to the environment. When you are connected, you are already authenticated, and the project is set to your project ID. So, for example, I want to know my project ID in this environment, in this terminal. I'm sorry. So for example, I want to know the project ID for this environment. So I'm going to use this command. Of course, it's better to write it because you need to know how to write the commands and to get used on them. So I wrote Qwiklabs of list. The output, active account, I have the account. So for example, I need to know the the project ID. The list of the project IDs I'm working on. I have them here. The project. Your active configuration is Cloud Shell 6542. And so on. And here are all the instructions to complete the lab. Here, after you finish a process, there is check my progress to check if you actually did the steps, and here is your score out of 100. And it's good to note that here are all the different clouds and tools that we need. For example, the app engine, the compute engine, the cloud function, the cloud run. We have also here the storage. We have all the tools required to use cloud for all in one environment. One more thing, if you're stuck in a certain process, you didn't understand something, you want to continue and you didn't know how, you have the chat here, you press here, you write your name, email, department, and you write your message that you want. You will start chat, then one of the mentors of Qwiklabs will contact you and will understand your problem and will help you go through and solve your problem. If this didn't help, you can contact us through the WhatsApp group you're actually in. So, this is all, guys. Once you create the Qwiklabs account and you get the free access, let your monitors know that you have actually did those steps, and then we will follow you doing the other steps, which are finishing the quests and finishing the whole tracks. So Each request will need a week to be finished, at least a week to be. At most a week to be finished. If you want to fasten the process, you're free to do so. You're free to finish the whole track uh, if you have, of course, free time. Just learn and understand what you're learning. Not only learn, you need to understand what you're applying and how you're applying them. And for any questions, for any inquiries, you can ask in the comments below. You can ask us in the WhatsApp groups that you're actually in. Of course, you can ask us in the events and uh, activities that we're going to host. Anything else, any questions or anything else, we will of course tell you in the WhatsApp groups that you're actually in. Congratulations, developers, and good luck.